Hey everybody. So a real quick video this evening. I want to dive back into the StellaLyra field rotator. I did a video on this a month ago or so. I had a subscriber comment, Jeff5163, on the video that I did, and I'll leave a link for that up here, on how to adjust the StellaLyra field rotator. And I actually didn't know when I got it, and so I reached out to First Light Optics, where I purchased this from, and talked to their tech support, and they got back to me and gave me a brief description on how to do it. They didn't have any manual or anything like that. No manual came with it, and so it was a little bit ambiguous as to how you might adjust this to get the degree scale indicator zeroed to the top of the telescope. And so I thought I'd show you that. So anyway, again, real quick video, and I'll just kind of go through how you make these adjustments, and we'll call it good at that. So if you want to check that out, just stick around for a few minutes, and I'll show you how to do this. My name is Doug, and this is AstroAF. All right, so down here looking at the scope, the field rotator, this is the StellaLyra field rotator that's here at the very front of my image train. And when I originally installed it, and it was completely tight, then this was rotated clear down to here. And then simply enough, just loosening the rotating mechanism, and you can rotate this into position. And so then if I want to get that centered up, I can do so there. Then if we look, there's a 0 point indicator right there, but 0 is clear down at the 5 or 6 o'clock position underneath right now. And so what I wasn't sure is how to actually modify this. There's 3 little set screws in here, and I didn't know exactly how they worked, and really all they do is hold this in place, and then you can loosen those and then rotate this scale degree ring here to get it into position and zero it out. So I'm going to do that in just a second. One important note is that when your focuser is completely focused in, this is, on my scope at least, is touching. And so if I had, that gives it some resistance, and I found it really hard to rotate this. So I just back this off just slightly, and I'll tighten that up. And then the other thing that's necessary is that when you tighten the field flattener all the way down, it is actually making contact with the focuser tube. And so it's necessary to loosen this just a little bit. That'll loosen that up against that, which the friction from being up, tight up against the focuser tube was causing. And I suppose if I back this out a little bit, I can show. This ring here also makes contact with the end of the focuser tube, and that holds it in place, and it won't allow it to move when you loosen up these screws. So I'll bring that back in a little bit. So then what we need to do is, there are 3 grub screws or set screws, depending on where you're from. And you don't have to take these all the way out, but just loosen them a turn or so. I must have the other ones loose. And that'll allow this scale degrees to rotate. So I'm going to just make sure those are out. And then you can zero this in with the indicator that is on the top of the field rotator. So if we look right in that area there, let's see if I can get it in the light or closer. Yeah, So right there is the 0 indicator, and I can line 0 up with that. And then just snug up these set screws. And this is a 1.5 millimeter Allen key. And these don't have to be tight. You just want to, as my friends across the pond would say, just nip them. I would not use your Allen key on the short end. That would probably get too much torque, because you don't want to over tighten this. And then there's 3 of them, so I'll flip this over. And I'll nip this 3rd one. And then I can rotate this so that my camera is zeroed on that's pretty close. I'm going to have to dial this in, but now I can pull the focuser the rest of the way in right now and lock it in. I can tighten that up, and it's now calibrated at 0 degrees with my camera angle set correctly for 0 degrees lined up with the scope. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. Pretty simple. And I just didn't know before I talked to First Light Optics if these grub screws were going to take anything loose that I didn't want to inside here, and they don't. This just simply puts tension on this ring, and when loosened, it allows the ring to rotate. And again, you don't have to take the set screws all the way out. You just back them off, and it'll loosen it up so you can rotate it. Just make sure that you back your focuser out just a little bit, and then unscrew the field rotator just a little bit so that it's not tied up against the focuser tube, and you should be good. All right, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So, if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, definitely possible to zero out the StellaLyra field rotator. And Jeff, thank you so much for the question, and sorry it took so long to get back to you. But this is the first opportunity I had to actually get this fit to the scope. So, and I'm looking forward to using it. This should really help. I had the issue where my dovetail plate extends out past the focuser here, and so using the built-in rotator on the telescope would only allow me to rotate maybe 30 degrees, and then the focuser knob would hit the plate and in either direction. So anyway, this field rotator will solve that problem for me and just allow me to rotate the camera image train assembly, and then also gives me the degree scale so that I can be more accurate. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm Doug, and this is AstroAF.